Originally the site of a Victorian villa, Wheelsby Woods in Grimsby was used as a training ground for locally recruited soldiers during the First World War and as a camp for Italian prisoners in World War II. Donated to the Borough of Grimsby in 1950 and updated with a cafe play area in 2006, this green space in an urban setting is a welcome haven for dog walkers, joggers and families. The wood provides a home for a variety of mature trees, fauna and flora, and an abundance of wildlife, including small mammals, foxes and birds. This is Xanathoria ukrainica, or orange wall lichen. It sometimes comes in purple patches as well as the bright yellow you can see here. Now, I only know this due to a new app developed by Shaun from Longstrip Wildlife. Visitors can make the most of this unique habitat using a simple app that can be downloaded onto a smartphone or pad. You simply find the specimen of tree, plant or animal life to find out all about it. Great for settling arguments or even playing guessing games.
So what you would do, you'd come into an area such as the woodlands here, which have been developed, and we can search through all of the different species, whether it's wildlife, it might be plants, it might be fungus. And you can just see the database that we have collected. It gives you like a general appearance. There's also a little picture that goes with each one, so
you can match the picture.
Yeah, absolutely. Because some species do start to cross over and look quite similar. So it helps you to pinpoint exactly what you're looking at. Yeah. And it also tells you what times of year you might be able to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And that covers sort of all the stuff in the woods, from the ferns and the mosses to the big trees and everything else?
Absolutely, yeah, and also animals. So it'll tell you about different migration cycles. So there's certain animals that may fly in for the winter or for the summer exclusively.
Yeah, so it makes a completely new experience for people who come to these woods here that have been here now for years, and people walk their dogs here and enjoy it, and they can now find out a lot more about it as a result of the app.
Yeah. And it's made so casually that you can either be enjoying it while having a picnic with your family, or you could be walking your dogs like you said.
Yeah, and they can just do that on their phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. That's wonderful, Shaun. That's a really, really good development.
I had an idea of how the app wanted to look and how I wanted it to function. So using a mix of different web applications and Android Studio, I began the different back-end scripts that displays the information correctly, and just splits the data up so that it's a bit more easy to access.
And this is some of the code that you use, is it? For?
Yeah, this is just a real simple piece of script that just displays the information correctly.
But life has not always been easy for Shaun, and it took tremendous personal courage, support and encouragement for him to overcome his handicaps. Social anxiety is a mental health condition often suffered by young people that can lead to depression, isolation and more serious mental health issues. Despite his education and abilities, Shaun's anxiety and communicating with other people prevented him from developing friendships and engaging in a wider social network or finding jobs that involved interaction with other people, especially strangers.
So after I studied music, I wanted to get into like the sound industry, but unfortunately I needed a lot of different qualifications that I couldn't access around Grimsby. So I ended up going into factory work, and it was just one dead-end job after another. So my career in music sadly came to an end. But I retrained in computing a few years ago when I joined Grimsby Institute.
Okay. And you said that one of the issues that you've had in terms of your career in that is your sort of natural shyness and lack of confidence, and sort of tended to hold you back a bit, and you struggled with that for a while.
I used to, yeah.
And what sort of jobs did you end up doing then?
So like I say, it was dead-end jobs. It was factory jobs and cleaning in different industries. I think that lasted for 5 to 6 years.
Okay. And during that time, you formed a relationship and you had a little girl.
I did, yeah. She's just coming up to 3 now.
Oh, great, good. So what happened that changed your life from what it was then to what it is now?
So I'm no longer with the parent of my little girl, but when I got into my next relationship, we started volunteering together in the local basketball community, and also doing litter picks and river cleans. And from there, it just kind of boosted my confidence to take the extra steps.
You then got involved with a project called Ignite that's run by Vanel. What was that about?
So I initially joined Ignite on the litter picks and river cleans in the local area, but they also showed me some different projects that were going on, one of which was the Environment Now. So through the Environment Now, I've been able to launch my own project, which is called Longstrip Wildlife. So through there I've had to develop new skills, boost my confidence as well, and they've been absolutely great in helping with that.
And I also understand that the National Youth Agency were involved in the project too.
Yeah, so National Youth Agency manage the Environment Now. They're the people that we talk to, they organise the events, and yeah, they've been a lot of help.
How did they help you? Did they give you any support and training?
So yeah, they put on events for like different things. It may be confidence courses, it may be pitch training and presentation training. So we all meet up. You don't know who you're going to be meeting. It could be other projects of similar status, or it could be large companies. And it's kind of like a dramatised workshop where you have to present your ideas and talk about yourself, which I wasn't used to. But
that must have been a bit
yeah,
a bit daunting for you.
Oh
at
yeah,
first.
yeah.
But is that part of the things that's helped you develop the confidence that you have now, do you think?
Definitely, yeah.
Shaun got involved in the programme through Vanel, so we worked with Vanel through different projects in the past, and he contacted me to see if his project was the right sort of thing that would meet our criteria, and we had a couple of conversations about it, and he then came to meet with us to go through how to pitch, and then he came down to London to pitch, which I think for Shaun was quite a big deal. We also went through all the basics of how to actually run a project, so things like planning a timeline, setting yourself milestones, how to budget, and how to sort of get the best deals and not just going with the first thing that you see. I've had calls with Shaun every 4 weeks where we go through update on his app, an update on his project, and give him any support that he needs really. So we've spoken about getting some work experience and his future career plans and how we can help with that. He said to me before that he suffers with quite low confidence, and I think by doing his project and having someone who sort of believes in him and wants to support his project has really helped him. I know that he's studying computer science at the moment at university, and I know that the work that he's been doing on his project fits in with the work that he's been at university, so I think that's sort of allowed him to put his practice into play, as it were.
It definitely gave me the ambition and the tool set to start learning. It gave me an introduction to programming, which then I went on and I was self-taught for the mobile development.
So how does the app work? What's it about?
So the app shows the users the national biodiversity in the areas where they're using the app. So it will show you different species of wildlife, plant life and fungus, and you can also add to the database through a simple recording function as well.
Okay, so if people see something in the woods here that they don't recognise, they can find it on your app and find out all about it and what it's called. And
so they can find out the name of it, when it's most likely to show up, so it may not show up year round, so they may be lucky to find it when they actually do. And general appearance as well, so if they're looking for something that's on the app but they can't find it, they can work that way round as well.
Oh, so they can add information to your database. And is it just sort of the fauna and flora, or what about the wildlife in the woods?
It documents wildlife as well, so anything from birds to fish. On this project, this is like the launch for the app. just to see how well it goes, how well the public take it and everything like that. But eventually I'll be moving on to bigger areas and developing for new locations.
So this is similar to the sort of audio tours that galleries have for exhibitions of pictures and that, where people can listen to, you know, more information about the picture. But you've made it a visual experience for people,
yeah.
right? Where people can wander around areas like Wheelsby Woods, and if they see something that interests them, they can
yeah.
find it and have a look more about it. That's
yeah.
great. Yeah. And it makes people more aware of the environment around them, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So we also promote different activities like litter picking and rock painting, so where people will hide painted rocks in public areas like this. So it just gets people more aware of it.
So you've had a tremendous amount of interest today in this new app. What's going to be the future? What's the next step for wildlife?
So the app is going to be redeveloped in time. It's going to be more engaging with people, get people to use the app more, and hopefully it's going to reach educational level as well. So schools will be using it as well.
Now a successful and confident young man with little sign of his previous condition, Shaun is continuing his studies at the University Centre Grimsby while continuing to develop the app technology with his own business, Woods Wildlife.
He's got a lot more confidence now. He's a lot more willing to participate in things. Like, he got involved with our local basketball club. He plays for one of their teams. He does table officialing with me as well, and that's brought him a really long way. It's just given him a boost in himself. He now believes that he can do things. He can go out there. He's got ambition. He can, instead of just staying in the old factories and not really doing anything, he's at uni, he's got his project. It's just come such an amazing way in the past couple of years.
And he's very excited.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But has not forgotten the help and inspiration he received, and is now inspiring other young people to follow their dreams as a caseworker on the Ignite project.
He's obviously come through the journey with Ignite, so he knows how they're going to feel when they come in. They're going to be like a little bit worried, maybe a bit nervous, and he's going to be able to say, I've been in your situation, but here I am now, so let's do this together.
I've had the chance to be on the other side of that, so I've come in with a simple idea, and Ignite have helped me develop it into hopefully a lasting business. So it'll be really rewarding to help other people do that as well.
Shaun's success was celebrated in 2018 at a special launch event for the Wheelsby Woods app, attended by many of the people who have been part of his journey. Shaun intends to extend the range of specimens covered in Wheelsby Woods and is already in discussions to extend the app to other green spaces. The future looks bright for Shaun and his family, and his story shows that whatever health issues may be holding you back, you can follow your dreams with a little help from your friends.